Ryan O'Donnell here with CHATTcon. We have a fantastic sponsor, not the first time sponsoring us either here at CHATTcon. Really excited to get to chat a little bit more with Jen and learn about Family Paws today. So let's just jump straight into who you are, what you do, and then I want to get into the story of Family Paws, and we're just going to kind of jump in and see where that takes us.
All right, so I'm Jen Shryock. I'm a certified dog behavior consultant. I have a degree in special education, and I'm fortunate enough to kind of combine all my passions into one career, which is Family Paws Parent Education, where for the last 20 years, I've been specializing in dog and baby toddler dynamics, trying to help families increase safety and decrease stress as their family grows. And we have 2 international programs, and I mentor dog professionals all over the world about this subject.
That's super cool. So we mentioned this before I mentioned this to you before hop on an air that while we're a relatively young conference, there's a lot of people like yourself that are bringing in and converging these different areas. In this case, for 20 years, right? Is this your 20-year mark?
Next year, yep.
Next year? That's really cool. That's really exciting. So if you don't mind, I'm going to selfishly ask a couple of questions just to get to know more
Sure.
and share with others. What are some of the people, who are some of the people or situations that you try to help with your services?
So we really try to reach out to families that are expecting a baby. So say they're in their second trimester, that's ideal. And they work with us, and we try to help them learn about dog sensitivities, dog body language, some things they may not think they need to know, and then what they can do, because we're really preparing them for life with baby, not so much the dog. We're preparing them to recognize dog body language, the subtle things that dogs do to indicate stress, discomfort, anxiety, even relaxation, all those different things. So we really want to set families up for success, and then we want to continue. So that's our one group of families. Our other primary is going to be those who have crawling babies, or babies prior to crawling. That can be a really tricky time. So we want to talk to families before their baby's crawling so that we can help support them and have a successful continuation of building bonds over time.
Nice. And if people jump into these services, like what does that look like? Are you hopping in the house, or is this internet-based sort of things, or a mix? Like, can you describe that some?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have over 200 licensed Family Paws educators, and they each have their own businesses. So they take a course with me, and then they can utilize the materials however they want in their own private business. Many do in-home consultations, many do virtual. It really depends. We offer also group presentations for families without the dog, so as a kind of precursor to a private consultation. So there's a wide variety of ways that we do try to support families.
Nice. Very cool. So there's no reason that you can't find somebody close to you, right? Or find a virtual option is what I was trying to get out there.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, that's super important.
Very cool. So what, if you don't mind me asking, like what kind of started this? Was there like a certain specific moment or an experience, or was it just kind of a slow evolution?
You know, this has been asked of me lately, and I think I'm going to go way back to the very beginning.
Okay.
I need to really acknowledge the role my mom played in where I am today.
Okay.
My mother ran a program for children with autism and was the principal of school. And as a kid, when I had a half day at school or something, my mom would have me be there. And she would say, "Hey, Jen, here's so-and-so, and they need to accomplish this today. I'd like you to help them, sit and support them, whoever that child was." And my job was to help that child accomplish their goals. And through, it was kind of like the introduction to problem solving.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were struggling, my goal was to make it easier and to, make it fun and easy, and you can do it and that kind of thing. So from a very early age, I was supporting and teaching and doing that kind of thing. And I always knew I wanted to get a degree in special education. I worked many years in that field. And so, yeah, I mean, my mom just said, get as much experience as you can. Work with so many people and different, opportunities, and that's what I did. And so, ironically, when I had children, I stopped working, working in the different environments, and we started adopting dogs. But my passion for teaching was still there. So, when I started fostering dogs after we had our first dog, I heard from a lot of people that they were scared, they were fearful, they were worried that their dog, they were having a baby and they couldn't keep their dog because he was big, or they couldn't keep their dog because maybe their dog wasn't great with small children. And I found myself in people's homes again, like I was with early intervention, coaching and counseling. And honestly, that's kind of where it all led. I thought, there's similarities here with working, it's behavior. Right? It's behavior. We're doing kind of the same things. And once I allowed myself to say, it's okay to apply the skills that you had in your previous career to where you are now. And look, these go really well together. Once I embraced that, then I don't know, Family Paws was really created.
That's cool. That's they're all unique, but there's kind of a common theme with a lot of the speakers or a lot of the different folks that help sponsor the events, right? Of this kind of I don't know, just like unique story of how these worlds kind of come together, and the realization of like, hey, it's kind of the same stuff here with the behavior side.
And I think sometimes we compartmentalize. So I was like, well, this is dog stuff and this is human stuff, and wait, it all works. And so. And it was really important to me because, when I would work in group homes or intermediate care facilities, and I ran a summer program for adults and children with, all different types of disabilities, and many were not able to speak. And I thought, we observe, we try to keep, help people do things. And I often thought, why in the dog world is it okay to use force to get something when really they're just not communicating verbally? Why aren't we thinking about this? Why aren't we observing and going at their comfort level and taking little steps and doing these things? And so when I came back into the dog community, I was happy to see that there were some changes being made. I was very, very pleased about that and excited, and jumped in, and there you go.
Nice. Yeah. One of our other speakers, Michelle, was talking about the long journey of seeing the transformation, I would say, in the practices being deployed in those different training situations, and how it takes a lot of work. And I shared with her, and I want to share with you, it's the day-to-day work of the people actually putting in the best practices, focusing on these sort of strategies that actually lead to that change. So thank you for the part that you do, and all the people involved with Family Paws as well. Like, that's the only way transformation in these sort of sectors and areas happens, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So is there any particular thing that catches your eye with CHATTcon or the Convergence? Any reason?
I don't know. I have a list here of all these speakers, and I've been watching and doing a lot behind the scenes, and cool. I'm so excited. There's so many that stand out to me. And I'm so excited to jump in. I'm actually going to go and spend a couple days at a hotel and kind of just dive in.
Nice.
So I can enjoy my time, like I do most conferences, really put aside that time. But yeah, some of my favorites on here: Teresa McKeon, Dr. Friedman. I really enjoy Marty's talk always.
Nice.
Gosh, Peggy, Michelle. Shryock. I don't know. Pretty much everybody on this list. I'm excited for Autumn. All these different people. It's good. It's great, and the information already has been great. So if people haven't been logging in and checking that out, I encourage you to go in and have fun and do the icebreakers and all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's great.
Cool. Real quick, I'm going to share a page for everybody to check out. So this is the the CHATTcon main page is linked down below. So we are a virtual conference this year, and what Jen's alluding to is all of our content's actually hosted, pre-recorded, and available now. You can go check it out. Our event dates on Friday, June 25th and 26th are reserved purely for Q&A. So we try to kind of flip the model and mix it up a little bit to where you can submit all your questions after watching on your own time. And then we'll have time dedicated for the speakers answering your questions rather than having to email them afterwards or anything like that. We'll be able to answer those live, and a whole slew of different people that you could check out here if you wanted to pause and check out who all is speaking. And I wanted to share the Family Paws website really quickly, which I also linked down below. So if you want to go check it out and learn more about the program services, finding educators, and learn about the story more specifically. And it is that time where I usually ask, are there anything that you find yourself, wanting to continually put out there about the services you provide or the importance of the work that you all do? Any kind of common things that you find yourself wanting to say over and over again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't emphasize enough. I know a lot of people think preparing families with dogs for life with baby is really important, but I'm here to say that we've got to change the focus to preparing families with dogs for life with toddlers. I see so many incidents and people don't think. They get too cozy and comfy, and we're really trying to increase the education and awareness as far as it is an ongoing learning. Once you have the child and get past the first year, you're not done. It's ongoing, and we are here to provide those tools for families as baby grows and dog ages. So we just say baby grows, dogs age. You must adjust at every stage, and that's so important.
Nice. Very cool. All right. Well, we'll wrap up the live here unless there's any other things that you want to air out there.
You.
I really appreciate the sponsorship. It helps us provide more ultimately to the attendees and help get some really cool exposure to really fantastic stuff that you are doing, others like you are doing out there. And someday when we all get back together, right? Love to spend some more time, especially getting to know not only you, but some of the other people that are involved on the training aspect. I had no clue there's 200 people that are involved in the organization.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. That's really cool. So thank you.
All over the world. So thank you.